Hey everybody, welcome to Game Night Games and Cool Stuff. More importantly, welcome to Games from the North. This is no longer Fill-In Thursdays. In fact, we have killed Phil. Caleb is here to testify that we had nothing to do with it. He is our alibi. It was actually done by a horrible farm animal incident.
Okay.
So, long story short, I'm back. For those of you who haven't heard, I am at university. That's why I took the last 2 weeks off. It's been really great and I'm loving it. It's very exciting. So yeah, I didn't even realize I was wearing this shirt today. But I am. Thank you for Carly for that. Interesting side note, for Caleb mostly, but everyone else might find it amusing. One of the courses I'm taking is Intro to University, and it is a course about, how to do things in university, right? Like it's literally a course about, how to find things in the library and stuff like that. And one of the assignments is literally called the library assignment, where you go in, you have to find an academic article, and you have to, validate why you feel it's an academic article and why the journal is an academic journal and all the rest of this. So I started searching. I'm like, well, what am I? He's like, well, find something you're interested in. I'm like, okay. Well, I want to be a counselor, so counseling. I like role-playing games, so role-playing. Second result in the search was a study from Taiwan on the effects of a potential creativity and emotional index on Taiwanese college students through tabletop role-playing games. It was actually surprisingly interesting. But yeah, that was my first article that I found and used for school. Go figure, eh? What else would I use? I sent it to a friend of mine and told him, hey, this is my first article, what do you think? And it's like, sigh was their response. So, now I watched the last stream. I commented to people on the last stream. I do apologize now to all of you who watch our stream, because when we play here, while we love to play here, unfortunately, if you look around,
it is very full. Actually, it's quieter tonight than it was.
It is a very active and busy store. So unfortunately, that does lead to some background noise issues. We mostly blame that guy over there. You can't quite see. Wave to the camera, John. Wave to the laptop. But he's a really great person, and we love him anyways. And he keeps his store packed, which is great. But anyways, long story short, we're back. I'd like to get a recap from all of you about what has happened. Now, I know you guys have committed some crimes.
I didn't.
Okay.
I did.
Well, you can potato. So I'm going to let you guys tell us what's happened. Because I know Carly needs to know as well, because Carly's missed both of the Fill-In Fridays due to a series of unfortunate events caused by Lemony Snicket.
Thursdays. Say what?
Fill-In Thursdays. I did. You are correct, yes.
The book, the series of unfortunate events by Lemony Snicket?
It was just a quick reference. All right, so no worries. Who wants to tell us what we missed?
It's mostly a repeat of the night of our outing before the last outing.
How familiar are you with Shaq's movie crew?
He did a movie about a genie. I remember that.
Exactly.
Good thing you remember that one.
That's important. I hear that.
Imagine that, but done by Quentin Tarantino.
And that's what happened.
And that's where we're at.
Wow. All right. So Shaq's genie movie done by Quentin Tarantino that ends with you guys getting blamed for the death of several city officials.
So that's interesting, because technically we did kill those city officials. We did kill the fire chief and the police chief.
But they were aliens.
Yes, but they were some sort of...
Sadly, no one knows that except for you.
And the only footage that has been released has been damning footage that puts us at the scene of the crime, and I think shows Blur kicking a man to death
With the
judo kick. First ever kick in judo,
on film.
and clearly it's the most powerful kick on
Wow,
earth.
that's impressive. Okay. Oh,
should
please
be
go
noted,
on.
however, Daybreak has not been shown killing these people. It is Shaq dressed as a genie that has killed these people. Because, why was it? Oh, we were at a warehouse and we were playing basketball to just kill the time, so I turned into Shaq.
Well, who else would you turn into?
Yes.
Mostly I say that because I'm willing to bet you could not name another basketball player.
Kawhi Leonard.
Is that an actual basketball player? I can't actually confirm that. You could have named Steve Miller and I would have guessed. Sure. All right. So, anyways, they're wanted criminals. We are going to.
We need to know, is Hava behind us? Or
We don't know yet. You're about to find out.
I'm not a non-criminal.
Have you not been to any of the games?
I've been to the game before.
You missed the last. He missed the
He was at
last
the
two
City
games.
Hall. He was at the
Last
City
one.
Oh,
Hall.
he was at City Hall.
He did. There was footage of him in the fight when we.
Well,
killed
then
the
in
guy.
that
Yes,
case,
but I just was straight. I
You
was
are-
straight,
Yeah, but
and
you
you
were
went
with us
through.
when we killed them.
you are a wanted criminal by association.
What? How does that even work?
You were seen with them breaking the law.
You don't have to
Or sorry, you were seen with them while they killed people.
If you ran into a bank and grabbed one of the people working there, and then another person ran in who you clearly spoke to and kicked that man to death, you would go to jail as well.
But he just poofed away.
Now keep in mind, these are important life lessons, so don't run into banks and grab people, young man.
But I made it clear. I held up a sign that said, "Chaos is also part of this team."
Did you
should be-
seriously?
No, but you have been seen with them as part of the team, so you will be wanted by association.
Yeah, Chaos is our leader.
Also, your mom killed a person.
Oh yeah, also your mom killed a person. Or as you know,
No, it was.
yeah, your mom killed a person.
It was
Your mom's
Daybreak
probably
working like her
wanted to right now. So, let's back up. It is the end of the game. You guys, at the end of the last session,
gonna ruin
you guys
Chaos' life by this.
have fled. You see on the news that the articles that Phil talked about, where the failed team associated with Haba Heroic Academy or what was it? Heroic Academy for Better Abilities. For better abilities, not that word, Caleb. Has been found. We have video evidence that this group has been associated with the deaths of the police chief, the fire chief, and
their
several.
name?
I don't know. I wasn't part of that stream.
We don't know their names.
Okay.
It was never told to us.
Well, then ask Phil.
Okay, ask Phil. That's an interesting name.
Ask Phil. One of them is Ask, and the other one's name is Phil. So the news announcement has basically said at the end, about a week ago now, that you guys are wanted. Shortly after that announcement,
I'm a minor, so you're not allowed to say my name until.
no, they are not allowed to say your name on TV, Mark, but they are allowed to say your pseudonym, which is Luminary Lad. And which is an odd coincidence because there's also a future Luminary Lad whose name is who's your character's
He's
name?
known for killing.
And who's known for killing people.
To be fair,
You're trying to change the future, but you're doing a bad job. And so that's part of the reason you're probably wanted as well.
actually, I am very close to becoming an antagonist.
Yes. So what we're going to be looking at is a week has gone by since since the mayor has announced this. You have very quickly discovered that. Oh, hey, Laird is watching us. Sorry, Laird is not here because he has strep right now. So we hope you are feeling better. But we are glad that you were able to join us. A week has gone by. The announcement has gone out that you are wanted criminals. You are, what's the word I'm looking for? Haba has announced that while they feel the evidence against you is currently circumstantial at best, they feel that they need to investigate further and look into it. So any attempts that you have made to contact Haba have really gone unanswered at this point. Your access to Haba resources has been cut off. Your earwig comm system that you guys have been using will basically only work within the city at this point. Okay? Apparently, Burr gets to use the costume. I don't know what that means, but
He
The
decided to
end world
dress like in a post-apocalyptic version of himself. So now it works because he's dark blur.
he is Dark Blur. Wouldn't that make it just fuzzy? What I need from all of you is, it has been a week. Your superhero identities are wanted criminals. You, as a soldier of Aegis, have you tried to reach out to your
Yes.
contacts?
Yes, I've been trying to. I don't know.
Okay.
Strings, sort of thicker
Are
strings.
you like going to an Aegis office? Like, I mean, they have them.
Probably.
Or are you going to try and call someone? What are you going to do?
I'm probably gonna go to an Aegis office.
All right. So you're walking towards the office. I'd like you to make a roll to, what is the term I'm looking for? Sorry guys, it's been a little while, so I need you to make a roll. I need it to be assess the situation as you're walking towards this Aegis building.
If I fail, I'm probably getting shot. 6, 7, 8. Situation plus superior. 9.
9. So 9 is a partial success. By the way, you guys, you have, if there are multiple people in the scene, you do have 2 team pool right now. And what we're going to be looking at first off is what you guys are doing in that week. So at some point during the week, you have gone back to an Aegis office. Are you bringing anyone with you? Are you asking for any support from the team, or are you just going, you know what, I need to report in? What are you doing?
I'm
You're
going
just
alone.
going?
Yeah.
All right. So with one success, partial success, you can ask one of the following questions, and while you are acting on the information that you get from that question, you will get +1 to your rolls. The question is what here can I use? What is the biggest threat? What here is a potential danger? What here is most vulnerable to me? And how could I best end this quickly? And this is you assessing the situation of you walking down the street, heading into what is basically like the head of the main office where you are supposed to report to.
So it's incredibly heavily cured.
There's cars going up and down the street. There's people on the road. What are you doing?
How could I best end this quickly?
How can we best end this quickly? Getting into the building and talking to a superior and convincing him that this is fake. I mean, you know that there are shapeshifters involved. You've seen them, you've heard about them. So your best bet to end this whole situation quickly would be to convince your superiors that it wasn't that you guys weren't attacking the initial people, you were actually attacking the shapeshifters posing as them.
Okay. So I will do that.
All right. So you are about a half block, like you're basically walking towards that building when you hear sirens behind you. It is a not a police car, an under disguise car, undercover car, and someone has just put the lights on their dashboard. They are flashing at you. 2 officers are getting out of the car. They've got their hands on their guns. They are shouting at you to stop where you are and lie down on the ground.
I do so after removing my arms to seem extra especially unthreatening.
Okay? They approach you. They tell you you're lying face down on the ground.
Wait, face down?
Yeah.
Face up.
No, face down. Lie face down on the ground. Arms out is what they're saying. Arms out to the side.
They're just kind of laying there.
Failed the sobriety test.
Basically, you just got your arms down. Sorry, you got your
No,
arms.
no, like they're detached.
Oh, you've taken them off.
Yeah.
Okay. That's right. Your arms are bionic.
Take the second arm off.
Sorcery. Sorcery.
It's a really good question. When do you take the first arm off? How do you take the second one off? Is it like
I
an
imagine you have,
ejection
like,
button?
Yeah, I imagine you like spike down really hard. And
No, it's
It is
it's an automatically
Like this?
spring loaded thing. However, you have to get someone else to put at least one of them back on.
all right. So they are they're coming up to you. They're looking at your arms. One of the officers has a gun trained on you. You see another one. The other officer comes forward and sort of kicks your arm to the side and away from you. That you hear them on the radio. We've got one of the Vale team outside of the Aegis building and they give the street name, send backup and a wagon.
I'm just trying to report up to my superior.
You are a wanted felon.
I had no part in this. Yes, my friends break the law, but
Throwing us under the bus.
what the hell?
So they you're like, shut up. You can tell it to a lawyer. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
Yeah, I got the joke.
Okay, so they basically slap you. They take the handcuffs. They lock your feet together because they can't lock your arms together. That just is redundant. And a couple more officers show up, and you are in custody.
So I'm just kind of like hopping my way to the.
They will walk you slowly to the car. Your arms are put in to basically tossed into the back of a trunk, and you're unceremoniously tossed into the back of the car.
I tell them to be careful with those. They're. Well, I mean, they're not fragile. But be careful with them.
We will get back to what else happens to you after.
He was hoping for something else to happen.
I imagine you were. I can't imagine that was the result you were hoping for. Mark, it's been a week. What is Luminary Lad doing in that week? I'm sorry, I need you to speak up.
Laying low?
Laying low. Where are you hiding out?
That's a good question.
What?
That's a good question.
It is a good question. That's why I asked them.
I'm trying to figure it out.
If you don't know, I can go to someone else who might know. Sure. Anyone know what they've been doing? They want to jump in?
Me.
Sure.
Just been laying low in my bachelor pad that no one knows about.
That really no one knows about? Okay.
Yeah. Just been watching the local news and that's about it.
Okay. The local news seems to be indicating an increased and more intense search for you. There have also been two other incursion reports. That's what they're starting to call them. Although they're actually not incursion, bleeds. They're being called bleeds because the reporters are starting to notice that there is a fair amount of what can best be described as blood on the scene after there's been a tear and people have come through and transitioned from one reality to this fantasy world. And there's been two other major examples of this. In one case, basically a rip in the fabric of reality seems to have opened up, and a group of knights have burst through into a major park in the city and have started to terrorize that park.
The place we were planning on running around in.
They all have that same symbol that you've seen on what was Aaron's character's name? Ren's back, and also on the Wizard. That one. That's the symbol right there. That's the major one. That happened about midway through the week. It took about an hour to contain that. And are you in contact with any of the other people?
No, I've just been waiting to see if I hear back from anybody else. I don't want to give up any cover.
So you haven't reached out to anyone yet?
No.
Okay. Great.
Starting to think I might even cut my horns to make it even harder to notice me.
You might even what?
Like shave my horns
Oh, you're gonna
off.
file them down, pull a Hellboy,
Yeah.
and file them.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you?
No, if it comes down to it.
Okay.
Yeah, not yet. Just think.
Just as the police start circling off, it's like, here, what are you talking about? It's not me.
It's not me. I don't have horns, officer. Anyone else know what they've been doing?
Yeah.
Sure.
I have several friends in low places.
All right. That's a great use of them.
One of them, Dr. Cutler.
Dr. Cutler. What about Dr. Cutler?
Dr. Cutler, she is an expert in alien tech.
Oh, interesting.
And I've come to her to see if she has something that can. Well, there's two strategies we could do here. We could do an anti-teleportation or de-shapeshifting.
Well, I guess you might want to reach out to the group before you go talk to your friend, or just make a decision on your own.
Anti-teleportation.
That sounds wonderful.
That's the most annoying part of it.
I don't know. Not knowing who to.
Taking them into custody.
I don't know. I go for the second one to prove what they look like.
You do a two-port thing.
Must have done an autopsy or something.
Yeah, with those people who died, did they not do autopsies on them? Was like shapeshifting complete? You could look into that.
That's a good question.
But all right, so I will go with anti-teleportation. We just don't kill them, okay? Yeah. So yeah, I also see help with an anti-teleportation fight.
Shaq is wanted for questioning. Yes.
And Daybreak isn't though.
Well, no, Daybreak was
Daybreak-
seen at the very last.
Also, Daybreak is an associate of Fail,
Oh, yeah.
so all members of Fail are now wanted. So you're going and just making a judgment call for yourself to say you want to shut down their teleportation.
Yeah, see if she can keep it straight. If she knows if she has something in storage or yep.
She
Or both, if possible.
she's like yeah, I thought you got out of I thought you went straight. This is definitely, I mean, fuck. This is way worse than what you used to do. We used to just rob places together. Now you're killing city officials? What's the deal, man?
It's not exactly as the news is reporting it.
It's never as the news is reported.
So I kind of explain about some kind of interdimensional shapeshifters, but we don't know exactly what their plot is yet.
Oh.
And we keep screwing up our encounters with them. So it always looks really bad.
So you want them to not be able to teleport? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we want to be able to dampen their teleport abilities. They're locked in the room with us.
Okay. You tapped. The tap warden is back at the table, ladies and gentlemen.
I was punctuating.
Yeah. I want him to be able to stop teleporting. Okay. What is the deal? What's the move for this? This is part of your background.
All right.
So
When you come to them for help with your problems, mark obligation on them, and they'll help out within their specialty. If all their boxes are full, then they won't help you until you help them. Okay, there's an official event called Time Passes. I guess that's something you would need to know.
Okay.
When time passes, roll plus your highest obligation On 10 plus, they come crashing into your life with a crisis. 7 to 9, they call for a favor. On a miss, they don't come knocking yet, but mark an obligation on them.
Okay. Well, you haven't reached out to them at all in the game so far.
Yeah.
So
I start with a little bit on them, and actually Dr. Cutler, I didn't have any yet, so...
Okay, I am more than happy to say Dr. Cutler says by the end of the week, because that's the time period I'm giving you, is I can have something together.
Okay.
It will shut down any type of teleportation within a short range distance.
Okay.
So, like, you know, a room, maybe a building, at like a floor of a building.
All right.
But I mean, it's not going to shut down teleportation across the like a block or something.
And that should be more than enough. We don't seem to have any problem getting in range of them. It's stopping them from getting out of range of us.
Just keep. Is that what's going on? Is this connected to that, like that raid in the park?
Raid in the park?
You would have heard about it on the news. And those trolls or whatever.
Yes, we believe they're all related.
Okay.
Find out on the next
Some of them can
episode
generate
of-
portals.
What?
Some of them can even generate interdimensional portals.
Oh, okay. This will stop teleportation within this realm. I don't know how it will react to interdimensional.
Well, portals, if we can, as long as we can stop them from jumping through a portal, or we just follow them through. But, alright. But this will stop them without the use of one of their portals. They can't teleport anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Or when.
So long as they're within range of the device, once I've finalized it, it will stop them from doing. It'll stop anyone from doing any type of, like, location to location transporting.
Okay, good.
Or, sorry, site to site.
Yes. All right.
Just to get the terms technical. Oh, and by the way, viewers, remember once our stream is done, watch Picard tonight.
Does that start tonight?
That starts tonight.
That's tonight.
So that leaves the three of you.
I can show you in what the comic scenes would look like.
Sure, show it to me in like comic breakdown. Break it down,
So
Caleb.
you first see this sort of character you've never seen before with like a hat covering their face, and they're walking sort of down the street, and then there's a next scene panel of them sort of going into this shop and then looking around and walking down beneath, like sort of into like the basement of this shop.
Okay.
And as it sort of passes from one frame to the next, it goes from that guy to Daybreak, Daybreak's regular form. Because Daybreak actually lives with, this is part of my backstory, that Daybreak doesn't have a house of their own, and lives with an alien rights supporter.
Okay.
So lives in there, like, in the basement, so that they're basically in a hideout.
Yep.
And then the next panel is sort of this wall that's covered in pictures, like of the mayor and like news clippings, and it's got the strings all over the place. And Daybreak like throws down another newspaper and like curses in their alien language. So we,
Blah, 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 blah.
Daybreak spends some time trying to figure out what's going on, and then we jump ahead in the comic book, and you see Daybreak knocking on Chaos's door. Unless of course there are police there.
No, she's
you
the...
are actually the one who has that secret identity going, right?
Yeah.
But I know because
You know who she is because of your connection. But yeah, go ahead.
So I'm knocking at the door, seeing if
You're
she'll answer.
knocking?
Yep.
Okay.
Ding dong.
Ding dong.
Yeah, let me make your
I don't know if you'll answer, but
What do you look like when you ring the bell?
I guess I can't really look like.
You can't look like Daybreak.
Yeah, I look like a nondescript. I look like a mailman because that's who I know comes to people's
Korean
doors.
pop star.
Knock, 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 knock. Ding dong, ding dong.
Actually,
Ode to Bill.
I would like you to make an assess the situation roll.
Got it. That is a 12.
Okay, yeah, you can totally show up as a mailman.
Got it.
In fact, you show up as a mailman that looks an appropriate uniform to the area and era. If you had failed that role, you are going to show up as a milkman.
Got it. Love it. If I'm not getting a response,
Are you answering the door?
Chaos is at school.
okay. Well, am I getting a response?
Your
from-
mom. You can play your mom.
She's drunk and passed out.
Okay, there's no answer at the door.
I look into the window.
You see what you know to be Chaos's mom unconscious on the floor. On the couch, like just leaning against the couch with the TV on. And on the news article on the TV is a report indicating that Blade?
Great, yeah.
One of the fail agents is in the process. We have live footage coming to you of one of the fail agents being arrested in downtown.
Got it. Okay, so I grab a piece of paper that I have.
Jot, jot, jot.
Sure.
Okay, and I just write down.
It's actually a letter that you stole from a block away.
Yeah. Do I know Chaos's real name though? I never learned that, right?
Well, you would know from the connection.
Oh yeah, what is Chaos?
Claire.
So I write like Claire.
Inside joke, but the name
Got it.
Claire.
So I write like Claire. We need to talk. I have a plan for McCheese. And then just DB is how I sign it, and I like sort of just slip that in the door, like just so you'll see when you open the door.
DV.
DB.
Oh.
Daybreak.
And then
Wait, you would Daybreak and not your real name?
yeah, I go by Daybreak more than I go by.
His
Also, it's
real
written
name
in-
is a bunch of characters that aren't even English.
No, it's like Stacks.
Z.
Thank
But
you.
written
yeah.
out, it's just I wouldn't know how to spell.
It's like a
it.
bunch of, it's like pictographic.
It's like
Okay.
humans can pronounce it. Or something.
And then I guess, well, for the remainder, I am continuing to plot I'm trying to figure out the mayor's schedule, like what appearances he'll be making in the future. Like I'm going full like
You're going
serial killer
full
on this mayor.
conspiracy theorist. A lot.
Also, when I find out that
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask
When I
about.
find out that Blade has been taken in, Daybreak breaks my communication device, like snaps it.
Okay,
It's going
just
off the grid.
you're going off the grid. All right.
Much twine has been used.
All
Oh,
right.
for sure, yeah. There's twine every which way.
We are going to say that you were arrested on day 4. So this is happening on day 4. You've had like 4 days to build this thing out. You've approached your contact. You're at school.
Yeah.
How is school going? Are you learning much while you are so stressed out about everything else?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Me and SH are just laying low at school, trying to act like normal.
Okay. I don't think SH has the same level of secret identity as you do.
He doesn't?
He seems
He seems to be pretty open about who and
basically.
what he
I
is.
remember when we were there, he was basically just like. The issue is that he referred to himself as a person as SH, and the superhero name is SH. So I feel like maybe he's more well known. I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm
Also, he's
cool.
not here, so we might want to sort of leave him out of it.
He probably isn't at school right now because the guidance counselor is having him not come to school because his dad just died.
That's true.
Right.
That's right. Claire killed his dad. That's
Claire
why,
did not.
And
that's why Claire's drunk right now. Is she's mourning the loss of her
Beth.
Beth is drunk right now because she's mourning the loss of her lover.
Claire probably is having some trouble at school, and people have heard about that. I feel like you're probably getting.
Oh yeah. Let's you are probably getting fairly bullied right now.
And I can't shoot venom at anybody.
You cannot shoot venom at them. No, you cannot.
Not unless you want to be arrested.
A group of students have like, how can you show your face here after what your mom did? That's horrible. Poor SH hasn't been able to come to school. He's lost his dad. He like has to live with that counselor now. What are you doing here? They're
I'm going to school. My mom did it, not me.
Can we say it's canon that they put her in a garbage can?
What?
Can we say it's canon that she got stuffed in a garbage can? Just
Are
for
you
my
going
own
to
sake?
physically resist them?
I'm not getting shoved in a garbage can.
All right. Well, then in that case, you are going to need to. You're going to need to do something to get these people not to bully you, because apparently Caleb is playing one of the bullies now, and he is trying to shove you in a garbage can. Oh, and by the way,
Are they gonna roll off?
Tim, you're one of the bullies, and Justin, you're one of the bullies.
Cool.
So they're all
So
gonna
you
roll
three are
off.
trying to bully Claire while at school because her mom killed his dad, or at least you believe that.
Wait, did he connect
Hey,
to it
I'm
too?
Dirk Dog Kicker. And I'm a bully.
You stinky poo poo head.
Because we're a long line of guard kickers.
So are they just cornering me, or do they? have they-
They're probably like approaching you in a hallway.
What's up, Claire?
You have options.
Are you gonna kill me? Does that run in your family?
Got a shit in your pocket.
So I just punch him in the face.
All right. Well, that would be directly engage a threat.
Why are they stand at?
What the hell? I don't have people.
Videotaping you doing it.
Why?
Because that was one of the bullies too.
That's what we do.
That's what they do. He's cyberbullying you.
We're gonna make you famous.
What am I doing?
You are directly engaging in a threat.
Like, imagine if you put it on YouTube and like split it up between multiple videos, and each time it's like.
Great. So 5 is totally a miss. You go to punch you. So mark potential. In the attempt to punch you or punch Dirk, what are the rest of you doing? I'm going to say that you guys. I mean, you were wanting to put her in a garbage can.
Yes.
I slap her books off her hands.
Okay, your books still
We're
flying.
still recording.
This is the night.
I just laugh louder over top of the recording.
I'm going to say you've got one of two options. One is you can get the video that you want of her making the attack, or B, you can put her in the garbage can like you initially wanted.
I think I
but
like
in
the-
doing so, that's going
No, I
to...
like the idea of we're like I like when she goes to punch me, I like dodge her. I'm like, oh, and you just videotaped the part where she attacked me. We're like, we're gonna get you in so much trouble. We're gonna get you kicked out of school, so we never have to ever see you. What's SH's dad's name?
I don't know. Phil.
Phil Killer, and then we leave, and we put it up, and we're gonna like it's gonna be all over the social
So
media.
that you're trying to make that go viral in the school. All right.
Except for
That's a
well,
fail.
plot twist. Dirk Dog Kicker steps around the corner, and it was actually Daybreak.
No.
No. So we're all just going evil now. Everyone except for me.
Why would you do that?
Burn.
Oh,
So
yes,
that's,
but I'm not evil.
Me or Daybreak?
You've been...
Because it's incredible.
Well, yeah, you. I'm not asking you. I'm asking Daybreak.
Daybreak didn't do it.
Now, for those of you who don't know Caleb as a young boy, he was actually a horrible, horrible bully.
Yeah, I based Dirk Dog Kicker off myself.
Oh, you bullied me?
No, not at all. Yeah, Mark was actually terrified and stopped coming for almost 2 years.
Canada, the first thing I did is this young kid, 14-year-old kid bullying me. It's terrible.
Well, in fairness, as a 14-year-old kid, he was cuter and smarter than you. So,
Wait,
and you were also jealous of his Canadian citizenship.
So I'm just sitting in a garbage can at this point.
Okay, are you?
He didn't put you in one, Mark.
They didn't put you in one. You tried to climb in it.
decided-
No, they wanted the video. They
It's
wanted
in a
to.
garbage can.
You
No,
wanted to
shut
go
up. I told you it's in the garbage can.
Instead, we were going to, but then
Then Tim was smart enough to pull his phone out.
All right.
Tim pulled his phone out, and we just have video of you attacking us, so it looks like you're the bad guy.
Awesome. So then I just pick up my books and I start walking to the counselor's office.
Chapter bad day at school.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you doing at the Comfort Council's office? I mean, they certainly will take you in and talk to you. Are you reporting what these guys have done?
Yeah, I'm gonna rat them out.
Uh-oh. Don't shine light on the bully.
But Dirk Dog Kicker's mom is on the PTA.
Yeah.
No, guys, come on. Let's be fair here. All right, so they
When I said Dirk
are.
Dog Kicker, I actually meant Dirk Dog Kicker McCheese. His father is the,
His father's the mayor. No. How did McCheese become the mayor? Mayor McCheese. Never mind.
President McCheese. And he looks like you.
With a huge hamburger-shaped head.
Stretched out like shape of a hamburger.
All right. I think.
Bill outdid himself.
Are you by going to the council? Are you're ratting these guys? I don't want to say you're ratting these guys out because that's not appropriate. You are no.
Defending
Not
yourself.
ratting them out is not the right word. You're reporting them for what they've done. Because bullying's a serious thing, right?
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to make light of it. You guys, you're reporting them. The council is already, the council office is already kind of on, like, for lack of a better term, high alert. Because, they have all this other stuff going on. They knew you would certainly be the potential victim of this type of behavior. So I think they're going to be able to mitigate a lot of it. Unfortunately, the video that they've taken, they can't do a lot about. Like, they can't confiscate his phone and delete it. They can't, huh?
Why not?
I'm fairly certain it wouldn't be legal to just take someone's phone and delete it.
Yeah, it's perfectly legal. Actually, in most schools, you're not allowed to take footage of others without their permission.
That actually makes good sense. I didn't think of that.
Dirk Dog Kicker and Co.
A lot of us are long out of the school system, so we don't know the modern
Yeah,
rules.
we've been so out of it for so long.
But I bet you it's already on Twitter by the time you can delete it off the phone.
Yeah, once it's on the internet, man, you're screwed.
Yeah, but you know what? Let's give it another roll. You went straight to the counseling office.
It's the roll of luck.
You are
Has it gone viral? Yes.
Really press up.
I'm going to say this is kind of a comfort and support, because I mean, really, you're not trying to comfort them. You're going to them for comfort. So I would actually say make a roll, but we're going to call it either mundane or free, whichever you want. Mundane would basically be because you're trying to, you're going through mundane channels. You're trying to resolve it properly. Are you in tears when you do this? Are you upset?
I'm angry.
You're angry, okay.
She's always angry.
That's very true.
Eight.
Okay,
That's good.
I'm going to say that's enough that that you're able to get the video and shut it down. Dog Kicker, however, all right. We have Luminary Lad left to discuss what he is doing in.
Just a question for Chaos. Did you, when you got home that day, what did you do with the note?
You get home to find your mom unconscious and drunk.
Okay, but I get home and I find the note before I find my mom.
Yes.
Yes.
It was in the door. And you would know where I live. Like,
Yes.
I wouldn't have hidden that from you.
Yeah. So I checked to make sure that my sister is okay, first and foremost.
Your sister is staying with your grandmother.
Then I'm fine. I just leave Beth where she is and I head to Daybreaks.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you don't even see her then. All right. Last but not least, Luminary Lad.
Figured it out.
You figured it out. All right.
Laying low, I've been crashing in Razzle Dazzle's
Spare room.
because she's my biggest defender. And I've been trying to figure out a new superhero identity so that I can keep fighting crime and prove our innocence.
Okay. I will say that while you are on day 4 of this, you have an idea for a new identity. You are watching the news. You've got like a half-finished concept of a costume in your head, and you see on the news that Blade has been arrested outside of Aegis headquarters and has been taken into custody. The police, a news helicopter, is following the police car down the street, heading to where to the nearest station, and it happens to be not far from where you are.
Wow.
What are you doing?
It's like comic book magic.
No kidding.
Everything just kind of shifts around so that
I
everything
dig
is
out
near
my
to each other.
communicator. I have my communicator probably with me somewhere. So I dig it out and I turn around and say, "Can anyone read me?"
What?
I say, "Can anyone read me? Can anyone hear me?"
Okay, everyone hears you except for Daybreak.
Except for
I cut
Daybreak.
my credit cards. I'm out.
Yeah, you're
I'm off the
gone.
grid.
You're off the grid. You hear? Can anybody hear me? However, you can't respond. It has been established within the fiction of the game that in order to respond with these comm pieces, you have to touch them. Unfortunately, you have been disarmed.
Where does his arm end?
What
Because he could do
No,
the
it's
shoulder.
it's
No,
here.
it's the stub of my
It's
shoulder.
like Jack from Mortal Kombat.
He moves his
This
foot.
far, because like that's
goes-
a lot of-
No,
Or it has to be like
it has to be touched. We've established in game that it
like
has
a
to be
doll.
touched.
Let's go to the police.
No.
So everyone has heard, except for Daybreak, that can anybody read me?
He would be in the holding cell.
This is
He'd be
while
like,
you were
"Hey,
in the counseling office.
Which one of the other guys?
What are the rest of you doing? Is anybody responding to this message?
No, we're still in the cannot.
I hear you.
Still in the
Yeah,
trunk.
I do too. I hear it.
I
I've been
think
waiting
that
for
is
a
illegal. I
response.
think I technically have to be put in the back of the car, not in the trunk.
Blade, right?
No, your arms are in the trunk. Your arms are
but
no
me.
weapon. Oh, you're in the back.
You
You're
said
in the
I was
back.
thrown in the trunk.
You're in the back of
you're
the car.
in the
Your
back.
arms are in the trunk.
Okay.
Can you move your arms? Like, do you have like some sort of
No.
connection?
No, unfortunately, he does not.
I just said it'd be pretty cool.
That would actually be if he gets a move from another playbook. I will let him control his arms remotely.
You just gotta fail a
I
lot
think
in
that- I
prison,
think I
and
saw
then
one
suddenly
of
your
them.
arms will just start moving on their own.
So what? Okay, so you've gotten responses from
Yeah.
Tim, and you've gotten responses from the wrecker.
Say, have you guys seen the news? Blade has been captured.
Yes, I saw that. I was watching the news just a couple hours ago.
We gotta get him out of there.
Sure.
Well, my first thought is, if they're taking him, we don't know who in Aegis has been, what's the word I'm looking for?
Compromised?
Compromised, thank you. Who's been compromised
Yeah, we gotta assemble the team.
because of the scroll invasion.
We gotta assemble the team without getting caught.
Don't copyright us, please.
Yeah, sorry, Barbara.
Have you heard from Daybreak at all?
No, I haven't. I don't even know where he lives.
No, wouldn't there be like a lot of like interference when he broke it?
Nope.
No, because he got turned it on before he broke it.
Yeah, he just flipped it off and wrote it. So what are you guys doing? Are you doing? If you're going to do anything, you have to act fast.
Yeah.
Assemble the team somehow.
Fail symbol.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just let him get captured like he was.
Gee,
She thinks she has a plan to get captured on purpose.
Maybe.
totally. I totally have a plan. I totally
She,
meant
she,
to
wanted,
do so.
she wanted to talk to somebody there.
Either way, we need to meet up and see. We need to figure out. We need to
You
figure
heard
out
you-
where Daybreak is. The others.
Wait,
Okay.
aren't
So
you?
you're
hear
not.
from them at all.
So no one is doing anything to rescue
I don't
Blade.
know. Should we
Are you doing anything? Is what I need to
Seriously.
know. It is 7:55. I need a decision. Actually, you know what? It is 7:55. We are taking our break. When we come back, we will find out if they are going to rescue Blade or if they're going to let her rot.
I'm hurt. No, you didn't even mention.
Stay tuned to
Trying to
find
save
out.
me. You didn't even mention it. No.
Hey everybody, we're back, and we're not on mute anymore. We're very excited to have learned that one of our players has copies of Ranma 1/2 on Blu-ray. That was what we learned during the break.
And that's all we learned during the break.
Now, what is happening? Luminary Lad, you have reached out, you have spoken to 2 of the players have responded to
You
you.
know what? I think he needs to try to influence me.
You think he needs to influence you, hey? I would say, are you going to try and provoke people to helping you?
No, well, there's just straight up influence, I think.
Oh, it is straight up influence, yeah.
Aren't you going to see Daybreak?
Yeah, we've got our own thing going on.
Yeah.
And don't you have your...
Yeah, but he doesn't.
He doesn't.
But you could just say that
You-
Daybreak still exists.
But then she'd be.
I'm off the rails, man. I'm ignoring everybody.
Thanks, so helpful.
Wait, is there?
Heck yeah.
So we all still don't know that Daybreak is real. All we know Daybreak
Provoke
was a figment
someone,
of our
pierce the
imagination.
mask, cover the sport.
That wasn't Daybreak, that was the player.
Oh, I guess it would be provoke someone, I guess. I thought there would be a straight up influence. Influence is just another more general concept, I guess.
Luminary Lad,
Yes.
who do you have influence over?
Daybreak, Blaze, and Captain Justice.
So we would have to make a roll to provoke.
Is this just a
If you don't have, you have Daybreak?
Daybreak, Blaze, and Captain Justice.
So absolutely no one who is listening to you have influence over.
I mean, I was listening.
So if you were listening, you just can't hear.
Well, influence gives you +1 when
I
you're trying
can
to
hear,
hit.
I just can't talk.
Yeah.
And there's not much use of you saving, trying to break yourself out with no arms.
Exactly.
So speak up and tell us what you're doing.
I'm unarmed.
I'm just imagining
I'm
you
saying-
kicking your way.
Well,
Everybody.
I can't.
Blade's in trouble,
legs.
and I don't trust him being taken to Aegis headquarters.
I'm not being taken to Aegis
They have
headquarters.
said they are the news is saying they're taking him to a police station, not agents.
Oh, okay. That's even easier.
I work for Aegis though.
Yeah, well, I'm saying I don't trust because the police chief was one of the ones that was compromised, right? That was killed or something.
Why wasn't it like the Aegis?
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go down there and I'm going to try and extract him.
Okay, how are you? So you're doing this on your own?
Are you guys coming or not?
Yes.
Hell yeah, I said. Pardon my French.
I have a plan, Chaos.
What hell are you in? Are you in
plan.
Stonefist?
What?
Are you in?
I'm in. I have my non-superhero costume.
I was just about to threaten you guys. Because I don't have provoking anymore. I have
See,
threatening.
I think you could just have a
suggest something to you,
non-technical
but I
conversation.
Let them do your scene, otherwise they don't get to rescue you tonight. Okay, so how are you meeting up? What is the plan, guys?
Meet me at, and I give them like an intersect, like a nearby.
Okay.
Or, you said I was near, like they were gonna be coming past.
Yep, they're going right past your apartment.
All right, I said meet me in the alley behind Razzle Apartments.
Okay.
The Razzle building.
Yeah, the Razzle building. No affiliation. I don't know how Katie's might bring.
Hey, you have met up.
We've seen it on Instagram photos.
You're in a back alley. The police cars are about a block away heading past you. There are 3 cars.
Hey, what's up?
Here's the plan. I'm really not familiar with your cars. That's what I'm thinking. But if
He's
you
strong.
can lift the road, right?
Yep.
Yeah, if you could lift the road, the car that he's in, and move him, bring him somewhere to like, there's probably like an empty park or something nearby.
There's a parkade that's less than a block away.
I can stop the other 2 cars.
Okay.
Distraction, and then you can get a plate out of there and then you book it.
All right.
And re-meet at another safe house or something.
Okay.
Or a warehouse.
Probably formulated.
All right.
I think that sounds like
In
what do you guys
case
think?
this goes
Sounds good.
terribly wrong.
All right. So
All right.
I guess we'll like do it. Cross an alley in front of us, and I'll just like bring the street with the car that you're in.
So you're just ripping the center car, which is the one he's in, up at the ground underneath it. You're just going to tear it up and lift it and fly it where you want it to
I
go.
was gonna go on
They're taking 2 lanes?
Or make it come to a stop
3
first.
cars?
Yeah.
All right.
What a dick!
All right. So
language, young man.
Luminary Lad is going to
Whatever.
bring the convoy to a stop first.
Hey, Luminary, or not? Are you how?
Still okay.
The hero previously known as Luminary Lad.
The hero previous? Okay, what do we see?
I'm in my full Luminary Lad outfit.
Oh, okay.
Right, because when he's doing legal stuff, he's got to be luminary lad.
All right, so
Why
tell us what's going on there, Luminary Lad.
All right. So as they're coming near, like as soon as I can hear the sirens, I step out from the back lane that we're in, and right in the middle of the road, I use my powers to create two like pillars of light come up like that to kind of block the road.
So you're blocking the road with
And they're
light.
very bright, very noticeable.
Sure, done. You've created these two pillars of light.
Pose.
You know what? Because I haven't made you guys make a lot of rolls over the course of this game, I'm gonna get you to make me a roll of unleashing your powers, because you're creating these constructs, you're doing this stuff.
I'm just making sure.
The three of you, oh sorry, stop, 1 second, stop for 1 second. Yeah, conditions are cleared, it's been like 3 or 4 days. It is a combat situation. Who is the leader of the three of you?
I think I am second.
Okay,
Kind of take it.
okay, so there is no dispute that you are the leader. Add 2 to the team pool. Done. You don't have influence over any of them.
No.
What is the purpose in this mission, in this fight?
Rescue Blade.
Any disagreements on that? Nope. Add to the team pool. Does anybody mistrust Luminary Lad?
No.
The guy from the 50s who's brutally honest?
Nope.
No. And I'm not going to say that you are ill-prepared for this or anything. So you have a full 4 going into your team pool. So right now you've got 6 in the team pool. So give me a roll to, you are stepping out on your own as Luminary Lad
Make it a big
to make a big barrier.
stop the time. Alright, here we go. Katie's thing's gonna fail me now.
What do we got?
A 6.
A 6.
So you need one more.
Well, unfortunately, you are by yourself trying to actively use your own power.
So it makes him
Well,
light.
we're like right there, but
Yeah.
It's like a
So you
partial
can
block.
either say you fail and mark potential, and we'll deal with the consequences, or you, pardon me, dip into the team pool.
I'm gonna dip into the team pool.
Okay, so you're using it selfishly to improve yourself.
Yes.
Okay, so basically you would increase whatever stat is appropriate for this ability. Unleashing, I believe, is your freak, and so you increase freak by 1 and decrease something else.
Okay.
You now have a team pool of 5.
is that what
Thanks,
that does? I thought it just
Luminary
gave you
Lad.
a plus whatever.
No, it changes your stats around. How are you being selfish about this?
I'm gonna take down my mask and throw it down angrily
All right,
and just be
you're revealing your true identity.
And then older, what's his name?
older luminary.
Lad is probably cringing as he's watching this. He's like, whoa, no!
Fed up.
Okay, so you have created this pillar of light. Now it is a construct that is there, but it is not a very strong construct. It's barely there. You know that it certainly looks paler than a lot of your other constructs.
As long as it's
But it might hold. Okay, so the cop cars stop about maybe 30, 40 feet from these constructs. One of the officers from the second car, you hear over the microphone of the car, loudspeaker. Luminary Lord, lay down on the ground, face down, and dispel this barrier. We have called in the meta forces to deal with this.
Ouch.
I have a better idea. Lift the second car up.
Third.
Okay, second car. You're in the middle. if you're in the middle car and there's 3 cars,
Yeah, okay.
you'll be in the second one.
Okay, I get it.
9.
Okay.
You said third before.
All right. Someone wish to chip in?
Wrecker, you're right beside him. Are you doing anything to support him in this action? I mean, he's kind of unleashing his own powers, but you could be a team member by, maybe attacking the other car.
Yeah, I'm gonna ram through one of the cars.
All right.
Okay, which one are you taking out?
The first one.
So, okay, you're taking out the first one?
Who's lightning the load, I guess.
Okay, so he's spending a team pool to help you by distracting the other ones.
So, did I have to roll?
Yeah, you still have to roll because
alright.
you're doing your own attack.
Okay, 8.
Okay, yeah, that brings me
9? Okay.
That brings me up to 10.
Okay, so you have lifted it up and you've kind of like locked the wheels with the rock.
Yep. Coming down the back lane with us, and I'm just kind of bringing it over.
And are you doing the cause extra property damage?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. So
I
you're
think destroying the police car is enough property damage.
well, yeah, but you So while you're standing there, Luminary Live, you see the first police car start to go up, and the second police car start to kind of rock a bit, and then you see the wrecker just come charging out like a mad bull, and he hits that first police car and the car itself sort of bends. He rams this across and then he hits the curb and it goes up, takes out a fire hydrant. So you got water spraying everywhere, and then it knocks over a hot dog cart because he causes a lot of property damage.
I could do it properly.
Okay, what are you guys doing? You're taking off at the other cop car?
Yep.
Okay.
We're going to take it to our place where we can get some privacy with it.
So you're basically taking it. You mean you've got 2 cops in it? What are you doing with the cops? And you've got Blade in it. What are you doing?
I probably should have wait for the guy to get out.
I'm asking the cop, what's happening?
Shut up! We're dealing with some of your friends.
My friends.
I just
Tell
realized.
them to stop if I could actually, touch my earbud.
I thought they put it in a
I
different
tell them to stop.
I don't know.
You cannot tell them.
No, I'm telling that to the police officers.
You're telling them to.
I'm telling them that I could tell them to stop if I could touch my earbuds.
What earbuds? What are you talking about? Did you reported this? You brought them here and called for help?
No, I just said I can't touch my earbuds. I have no arms. I have no arms.
They can't get to you because there's that plastic shield between you and them.
You disarmed me.
Okay,
I am unarmed.
what are you guys doing? Are you moving along with them? And where's the secondary meeting spot?
Usually a parking garage or something.
Anywhere clear.
Sure. Pick a spot. Where do you want it to be?
Pick a spot that we agreed on.
The parking garage. The parking garage.
Sure. It's the parking garage. It's a big one. It's like a towering complex.
Yep.
It's got elevators that go up and down for the cars.
It's very complex.
There's a lot of panic in the streets. People are running in all directions. Water's cascading. No one's hurt. The 2 cops in the front car are pinned. The cops in the third car are stepping out. They are, I'm going to say they're kind of panicked. And you see the 2 of them in their panic in the situation, they grab their gun and they're basically pointing tasers at the wrecker, who is standing in a pool of water with other people around it in the water. So what are you guys doing? They are about to shoot.
I'm going to threaten my cops.
You're going to threaten them.
Yep.
Okay, and this sounds like a special move to your character
I
right
can't
now.
provoke them anymore. I can only threaten. What's up?
This is a special move for your character?
Well, since my future, I'm getting a little too close to my future self, I have had to replace provoke someone with threaten someone.
Okay.
And it's I do a roll and I do plus superior.
I've seen that. I know that look.
On a hit, I had to pick one, and that was either let them become an antagonist. On a hit, they either do what I tell them, or put a significant disadvantage against me.
Okay, so you're threatening them. How are you threatening them? What are you threatening them to, like, what are you saying do or don't do?
I'm gonna turn the barrier into like basically just like a anvil or something above them and be like, don't fire, I'll drop this on you.
Okay, Green Lantern. Okay.
Oh, he totally is a Green Lantern knockoff. Come on.
Sure. It's to be fair, it's like a whitish yellow.
So tell me, I want to hear exactly what this 50s era hero says to these cops as a threat.
Hey, you see?
Did they call cops pigs in the 50s?
I have no idea.
Okay,
These
I
guys.
don't think they did. But
Let's go with they didn't.
hey, you.
Donut eaters.
Sure.
That's a good one. You donut eaters. don't fire or I'll drop this on your keisters.
Yeah, all right. All right, so give me a roll. Give me a threaten roll, whatever that looks like for your mechanic.
Really shitty.
Yep.
That's a 3.
It's a 3. So mark potential.
Yep. Hey, I'm getting
Well, technically, we could throw the rest of the team pool at you.
I'm not gonna do that.
No, I need multiple people to do it.
Potential.
Justin, these cops are basically, they've been threatened, they're laughing, they're actually, one of them is turning and shooting at you, and the other one is going to shoot at you.
Oh shit, I covered my barrier.
Wait,
Am I near the?
you haven't been spotted yet, except for the cops in there.
I'm moving away.
He's moving away. So at this point, you can, you know full well that this taser hit for you, Wrecker, is not an issue. You could take this hit 100 times and not worry about it. The problem is there are a bunch of other people in the pool of water you're standing.
Well, no, he would have absorbed it though.
fantasy
So I mean, technically
Yeah,
it
but it
would've
would
come out.
transmit. So, what are you doing?
Am I near the fire hydrant that was spraying the water?
The cop car's on between you and the fire hydrant.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't there be a trail of water then?
Huh?
Wouldn't there be a trail of water then?
There's a big, it's a comic book fire hydrant, like any good movie fire hydrant. When it got knocked over and broken, it's now spraying 50 feet in the air and showering everything.
Including the cops holding tasers?
No, not quite.
It's gonna take something to redirect the water.
Remember, it's a science fiction comic book show as. I know the reality of a taser is different. You don't need to make faces every time.
You have
What can I do?
electronic arms.
Yeah. If you have electronic arms that you can pop off and on, we can magically have tasers that will work like this.
Those exist in real life.
No, they don't. Not
Yeah,
like
they
yours.
do. Well, not like mine, but they still
So-
do exist.
Suspend your disbelief, young man.
No,
Okay, then go visit your dad upstairs.
I'm kidding.
Okay, Justin, what are you doing?
I'm trying to think here.
Jump.
How many people are around me?
I'm going to say there's two. Two that are in danger. The cops that are in the car have rubber tires underneath them, so they're fine. But it's the hot dog vendor and the little girl that was buying a hot dog.
It's not like they're gonna die, right?
I don't know, Az. I really don't. You're asking questions that don't involve you right now. So can we focus on the other people who are actually in the scene, please?
Is it possible to push them out of the water?
I would say that would be defend. You could try and grab both of them and, sort of take the hit and maybe toss them in the air so they're not in the...
Yeah, I'll try that.
Sure, so that would be defend.
Like, this is a Minotaur from Tabs now.
12, 0.
It's in my head.
9. Luminary Lad, you see the Wrecker reach over to grab these people and kind of do something.
I knew he wasn't a bad guy.
He might be able to pull it off, but if you do something to help him, you're sure he could do it.
Alright. What are you doing? You're picking him up?
Yeah, I'm picking him up and I'm gonna put him on. Actually, I'll put him on the hot dog cart that is.
That's the hot. You can put him on the top cart because it's got the
on
rubber
the top
wheels.
cart. Yeah, okay.
But
yeah, on the top
he
cart.
could only get one of the way he's
Yeah.
moving right now.
probably
Without that little extra push, he could get the hot dog vendor onto the thing. But the little girl in the pink lacy frilly dress, you just can't get it. He just won't be able to make it in time. What are you doing to help him, if anything? Hey viewers, nice of you to join us. We are in the middle of Masked live action.
The only thing I can do is make
A new generation.
construct or something. Would be.
So how? What?
I guess so. I'd make the anvil that I was trying to with the spear, and I'd make like a ramp up above the water, just so his feet aren't in the water.
So you're basically going to make a little bit of a ramp to help him get the girl.
That he could step on
Okay.
to get him up.
So that's enough to get him to get both of them onto the top car. Just as the taser darts hit him, you see the sparks and they sort of like flow out through the water. The bottom frame of the Comet is basically this big pool of water with this like lightning bolts flowing across them. Tim, you are at the complex parking garage. You are. What are you doing? You've got two cop cars. You've got Blade in the back, who's looking awfully confused about what's going on.
You have one cop car. Got two
One
cops.
cop car. Two cops, one cop car, and Blade.
Yeah. All right.
Minus the blade.
It's still your name.
Yep. So. All right. So, I get. I guess we go up into like a. Or I guess I levitated up to a higher level, but it's kind of still floating in midair, and I walk up to a higher level and I bring it in. I guess I put it close to a pillar, so like the doors are blocked on one side, and then I like rip a piece of concrete up over there and then close the door on the other side. So it's basically
So you've pinned in the cops in the cop car.
everybody's pinned in right now. I guess the cops are, and they can't get into the back because it's got the barricade in it.
Yep.
And so now I just need to get open the back door, which I don't think I can really.
No, it would be locked.
Yeah, and the cops aren't going to help me.
The cops are certainly not going to help you. You actually see the cops through the window pulling guns out.
Yep.
Like one of them go with a shotgun trying to
Find an angle.
find an angle, but so far they haven't.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm keeping myself between them and the concrete that I've put up as a barrier to keep the door closed, so they can't shoot me.
Yep.
I guess I need you to come in and like rip the door off.
Okay.
I could try something with. Yeah, I was gonna say, I could do something with concrete to try and like smash it in, and then we could just open the door. Yeah.
You could try and provoke someone.
Can I yell through the door to smash the lock with the rocks?
Yeah, he's yelling at you, smash the lock.
With the rock.
All right. So I will try to smash it with some concrete.
Yeah, you whip up a couple of handfuls of like baseball-sized rocks and just pepper the door of this car.
Okay. And the glass. I guess I can. I'm not sure would it be easy to remove the shatterproof glass or the metal door.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, but one way or another, you punch a hole through the glass.
Okay.
Now that being said, you would have to. I'm gonna say take a powerful blow as you're climbing out of the window, because obviously the cops are gonna shoot you before you try and get out.
Yeah. That would be a 3.
All right. Roll any. You don't have any conditions. On a miss, you stand strong. So your bulletproof
supposed to
armor
roll
of
low.
Aegis absorbs the shot.
Twice.
Mark potential,
Oh yeah.
and you climb out. I don't think it's hard to say that the same process is going to work on the trunk.
Yep. Repeat the process on the trunk to get your arms.
Okay.
And I don't know if these guys.
What are you guys doing?
Are they showing? Are you guys showing up?
Well, we were going to meet somewhere at like a safe house or something.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Go like the warehouse where we waited where we hit our basketball.
Okay.
Oh wait, what about his arms?
No, they're in the trunk.
They're in the trunk. They
We just
don't.
repeat
They
the
are
same-
in his truck. Okay, good.
Okay, we-
He's like, it might be in the other truck.
What if they're in a different car?
That actually would be pretty smart for the police officers to do. Sadly, police usually aren't smart in comic books.
Put them in separate cars?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
police,
unless it's convenient to the plot, it'll be convenient to the character.
Like
yeah,
how
the
civilians in
cops
Marvel
aren't exactly the
Universe,
smartest
someone's
things
a
in
mutant.
comic books and things like that.
Spider-Man okay, mutant not okay. Anyways,
All right.
Are you guys doing anything against the two cops that have shot you?
No, we'll just.
They had their tasers out. You could probably just run away
yeah,
if
I
you
was
want.
gonna say we gotta get out of here now and book it.
Okay. So the four of you are
As I
to,
run through the back alley, I grab a duffel bag that was sitting there where I met him. Hook it up.
all right. So the four of you are together, and you have fled off to this new safe house. We're gonna end your scene there, and we're gonna cut back to Chaos and Daybreak meeting at the alien lawyer. You've gone back into your building, right? Chaos, I need you to. You're probably like fairly
It's
hyped.
like beneath like a coffee shop or something.
Yeah,
But Daybreak or Chaos wouldn't know that I lived there. Like, I
yeah.
could-
But it's you said it was under a lawyer's a legal aid.
just like the person is just like runs like an underground group supporting aliens, but isn't a lawyer.
Oh, okay. My apologies. I misunderstood.
No, that's okay.
Okay, so you guys are together. I'm not even gonna make you make a roll for anything.
So if you are arriving, then I'm showing you like the wall of connections I have.
The wall of crazy.
The wall of crazy.
Okay.
And I have like pointed out. So I say, the way I see it, we're gonna have to somehow get the mayor to transform without him knowing that we're recording him, so we can show the world that the mayor is evil. Now, the person we know is in charge of the mayor's schedule is Miss Marples. And because Miss Marples had a thing for Luminary Lab, I know Miss Marples' name and phone number.
She's kind of a creep.
I was there when she gave it out. Her name is Melissa Marples. And I have her number right here, and I point at the board. And I've like looked her up on Facebook, and I have all this information on her.
To be fair, she's supposed to have my phone number, but I gave her Captain Justice's phone number.
Okay.
So I want. This is the first time you're seeing this. Okay, you've been with the team for a while, and this is like a whole new level of crazy for Daybreak. But it's actually fairly accurate and really helpful to see all of this stuff. And I'm talking. It is a double spread splash page.
It has like little like Easter eggs from our past.
Yeah,
You know, like-
of all the different
Yeah.
things that have met, I want you to make an assess the situation roll.
Oh yeah, really question.
Okay, anything you add to it? No, eh? Okay, mark potential. You're staring at this board and it makes no sense to you whatsoever.
And I continue. So what we have to do is we need to find this woman, and if we can take her out, kidnap her or something, I can assume her role, and we can get in with the mayor. And then we can force him to transform somehow, get into combat with him, and you'll be able to have eyes on him, record him or something. Then we can release that information.
When do I get to shoot venom in someone's face?
Once we have the picture of the mayor, we can attack him. Just as long as we have video of him as an alien.
Okay, I'm in.
Or a
Turning
I'm
into
in.
an alien.
Good.
Turning is
Okay, at this point, have you announced that you've rescued Blade over the comms at all?
Yeah, we probably would after.
So you
we're all
know that
safety.
now.
I would say me and Wrecker are safe. Are you guys? Did you get the?
Well, then you pulled the arms out of the car.
Yes, but I didn't want to put him on right away.
Oh, okay.
It still hurts.
Fair enough. I will be back in just a moment. You guys are on your own to sort of plot and plan. Remember, you are being watched and on camera.
How do we take out the GM.
In which way does he mean? That's a little sketchy. Why would he mention that?
What?
He just said that we're being watched and are on camera.
Yeah,
Because we are.
Yes, but that's a little sketchy. Why would he mention that?
So that we don't
so that we don't do something.
So that we stay on topic.
But I mean, what if he's talking about
There's nothing
in-game?
more to it than that.
What if he's talking about in-game, huh?
He doesn't want to get banned from Twitch if we start saying something really stupid or terrible. Or we also
Right.
take off
So Daybreak and I.
But
Could just
Daybreak looks a little different. Daybreak is in like a dark costume because we're going rogue.
Yeah, I gotta figure out my new
And Daybreak's new name is Nightfall.
Oh shit, are we all getting new
Dun
identities?
dun
Oh,
dun.
yeah. We're going dark version. Okay, so it's Nightfall and Chaos. Tell me that's not a cool combo.
That is very
Is it
cool.
with a K?
Nightfall?
After nightfall, it's chaos.
Nightfall makes sense. I'm thinking of Nightfall like the Batman story. So.
It's
I like it.
This
Maybe
is
a
the
little
catchphrase. This is the catchphrase. After nightfall is chaos.
So,
That sounds a little.
I know I have Melissa Marple's phone number and her name, so we
I'm
can
gonna
find
change
her
my name.
address,
I figured out a new name.
so that we can kidnap her.
Hey, come on,
All right, so Google it.
Where are you?
Yeah, I didn't think it would be that difficult, but yeah. And then we'll head over there, kidnap her. We can learn what information she already has on her. Maybe she's in on it. Who knows?
She probably is.
And then I can transform her, get us into the mayor's office, and then we.
No, I will change my name too.
Like maybe
I am
I don't
Zoblade.
know if he like transforms on his own time or something, but we try and just follow him, get him in a spot where we can get like a
I'm serious
recording
now.
Have this video.
Shark
Zoblade.
change him like, by fighting with him. Because last time we fought with him, he transformed.
No, I'm serious now, boys.
Okay.
Now I'm now I'm the Blade.
Or you do blades with a Z.
That sounds stupid.
Okay, so Chaos
With some
Googles
X's before and
Marple
after, like the
and finds her address.
Yes, we do. You heard that, viewers.
It's Kate with an
We
unhappy
found her
face.
We
address.
found her
It's
address.
an emoji. That's your
So we know where we're headed.
Yeah.
So what are we waiting for? Let's go.
Are we letting the other? I think that the other one's. I think that the rest of the team. Have you destroyed your earpiece?
No, I haven't.
You probably should. I think that they're tracking us. I heard that they have Blade.
There's GPS in these things?
Hey, but we just said it across the comms, and you would have heard it.
Yeah, we said it's whether she had her common internet was the question.
You're absolutely right. And I take the comm out and I crush it under my heel.
Just as our message is coming.
Going rogue. Nightfall and Chaos. We're going rogue.
We're going rogue.
If this goes south, we want only us connected to the kidnapping of Melissa Marple. So you guys aren't in on it.
So like,
You guys,
Who's Melissa Marple?
Melissa Marple's is
she's the
the
creepy secretary
secretary
that
of
was sitting on
the
me.
secretary.
Oh, I was thinking of the YouTube person. Well, that's Jenna Marbles.
Was there an actual person?
Yeah.
Maybe she's maybe she wants to help find the real mayor.
We don't want to
Maybe
know what she has. But yeah, if you guys are connected, we are going rogue. So if we get caught up in the kidnapping of a person, you guys are not connected to us.
So like she takes the earpiece off from the comic and then like as she's on her hand, the little text bubble
Yeah.
pops up saying, you know, we've got so and so, and then she crushes it.
Right, yeah, she didn't hear it. Who needs Cliff?
Right?
It's an incredible
We can
story
GM
coming right
ourselves.
now.
This is brilliant.
Everyone marks some potential right now.
Time to level up, boys.
Okay, so do we just knock on her door or like that's the best route of action?
I don't know why she would suspect anything.
Exactly.
And then we just
Okay.
Wait,
We've just,
maybe
we just
she's not
graduated
alone.
from
She
Teen
might be
Titans
with.
to Titans.
To Titans.
Can I shoot venom?
Daybreak is no longer
If you want to do that, yeah.
Oh,
Nightfall.
I'm Nightfall.
You're
'Cause
Night-
we're going rogue. Chaos and
We're
Nightfall.
going rogue.
Chaos broke her earpiece.
Just as
Oh.
Just crush my comm.
She didn't hear it.
in the comic.
Their team
like,
slogan
panels,
is after
she takes her
Nightfall is
earpiece
chaos.
out and she's holding it in her hand, and the little text bubble pops up saying, "We've got Blade. We've rescued Blade." And then she crushes it. Without
nice. Well done.
The wrecker is now destroyed. You're still
I
the
have a real mind.
I'm destruction.
We're totally going Titans. things with this.
And
All
now
right.
now instead of Blade, I'm
I
the
imagine
Blade.
Chaos, Nightfall and Chaos is like an offshoot comic. Like we
Yeah,
have
it's a
our own
spin-off.
little
It's
bit.
totally
Yeah,
a spin-off
This
comic.
is one of those events that shoots out.
They
Yeah.
do this in the Titans?
The last moment of, in fact, we're actually going to end the game on, I think, on this note. This is really a great spot to end the game.
And then later,
We're going to end the game and for the night, and a little early, sorry guys, but this is a really good spot, and I need to figure out where we're going from here. And in the final moments of the comic, there's that big splash page, and then there's the moments with you guys breaking your comms and changing your names and everything. And then there's
me
that.
putting in my arms and yelling "Ow!"
Yeah, you put your arms back on. Sorry, we've got Laird in the background going, no! And then in the final moments
Laird's
of
in his
the...
new outfit too.
Yeah.
What?
Though. Laird's character's in his new outfit.
Laird's in your new apocalyptic outfit too,
You
right?
still gotta figure out a name though.
Yeah, Blur's.
Oh no, he's got dark. He's got dark blur.
Dark Blur.
I just
Fuzzy.
now becomes
Fuzziness.
made that up.
We did have to check with Laird. But Blur's.
But in the final moments of that comic and the splash page, right, as we get this new spin-off of Nightfall and Chaos, you see that massive wall of things and different points, right? And you've got all these little breakout images from it. And what?
Red.
And the first one you see is, bear with
The
me here.
strings are leading to it.
You got Ren, who's kind of in the middle of all of it, but there's an image, when you look at the picture close enough, you realize that Ren's face is in it 3 times. One is Ren, in her colored, like, alien look, one as a normal looking human, Marples, and the last one is Janice. And the comic and the page ends. Good night, everybody.
Janice is
Seriously?
when I
That is what the biggest.
I'm just gonna leave it on so you guys can hear them figure out
in
this.
the
So
beginning
far.
of the game.
Yeah, I
we
remember
went to
Janice.
the
the prison?
prison. And
Oh!
I flirted with.
Janice was the
Janice was the official title for Janice was where is she here? Janice. Meta Relations.
Meta relations.
At a prison.
She was on the boat, which is basically the Halapron City.
We have to still go find Melissa Marvel.
She was their version of the
Janice
raft.
replaced Red?
Good night, everybody.
Maybe they're all
What's the name of the city?
from the same
Halcyon?
thing.
Halapron.
She arrived like